The boys in Company C, for all my young Marines, to give them pride, to make them feel great. And that to me was the best review and the best reason to make a movie, to affect people. All your movies, all your television, shorts, everything you make affects people. It's a great thing to do, to want to affect people. Nothing is more satisfying. Listen, I'm 77 years old. I started at 24. I wanted to build houses when I couldn't get to make a movie. Had I built houses starting here in 1954, I'd be the richest man in this room. Now guess what? I, with you, are the richest people in this city, in this town, in this country. Because we're in an industry that matters. We're in an industry that affects mankind. Culture is the word. Forget that. It's not about culture. It's we educate people. We show them good. We show them bad. What would we all be without movies? I was here working, editing with Ed over there during the festival. Couldn't get a hotel room, so I took a free condo from a friend of my son's. Guess what? The television wasn't working. It had everything. It was in Yorkville. It was beautiful. But without television, without movies, without that, there is no life. Even if you're not watching it, to have it on in the room is the most comforting thing. I can't go to sleep at night if there isn't something there. I was going to tell so many stories. And I'll tell one that I really loved. It has to do with Icarus File. And that was a nice surprise from Michael, who I've stayed friendly with over the years, to have his greetings. But one of the best stories I know about crew, about people working on films, a composer isn't really part of the crew, but he is. They're all part of the crew. The producer's part of the crew. And I've been blessed with great producers. One of them sitting over there now, named Gary House. Great. And there's my Icarus story. It's not the one you might think about Michael and how great he was, because he is the greatest. Everything you think Michael Caine is, he is. It's amazing. George has worked with him. He is just an incredible actor, person, part of the crew. But here's my story. I didn't get on with the producer. One of the very few. But I respect him because he got the movie made. The backers were the Rank Organization, Universal Pictures. They dropped out at the last minute. He started the movie on his own money and sued them and said, we're shooting now, and I'm going to hold you for damages. They came in and put up the money. But he banned the composer from needing me. There were no director's rights in England at that time. The composer, John Barry, you all know who he is, out of Africa, the Bond films. He finished his composing, called me, said, come to the Pickwick Club, and I'm going to go through the score with you. I said, how's he going to do that? I'll tell you how. He hummed every cue. Every cue he hummed. And all the people around at the tables, all were in show business, they were all listening. And when it was all over, he said, well, you know, after each cue, he'd say, how'd you feel? How was it? Oh, John, great. Love it. Everyone at the tables applauded. It was like a performance. And I used that guy as an example of what people do, what they do in this business, and you all have your stories. You don't need to listen to my stories. But I have another one I kind of like. And that's Brando. You know, at first I was intimidated with, but in the end, you gotta make a movie, and it's still, you know, he's an actor. Anyway, after lunch, his stomach would come out, and his pants of his costume could not be done. Wardrobe couldn't do it. He had a way to throw the stomach out. So I couldn't shoot in the afternoon. Now, I'm a director who's always made his day. Those of you who understand that term. I've never not made my day. To me, yes, creativity, of course, that's why we're there for it. But we're also there to make our day. That's the discipline that we do. Brando, pants. I'm 77, give me a break. At least I remember what tonight is. It is so I didn't know what to do. The first day this happened, at lunchtime, it went on. The stuntman, or his stunt double, a man named Paul Baxley, called me over and said, "Look, I'll tell you what you do. You shoot Marlon in the scenes. Don't show your face. In the afternoons. In the morning, shoot my face. We'll put it together, no one will know." Okay, yeah, sure, I'll give it a try. It was great. It was great. It was the easiest thing. Imagine having an actor, don't hit this mark, don't go here, just sit here, photograph his face here, that's it, edit it together, you got it. So that was the first CGI I ever did. I don't know. I guess I've said enough, right? Anyway, the big thing is I'm really honored and proud to be here. Okay, one last. When I got this award, I was shooting my latest movie and having maybe the worst time ever. Things were going on that were horrendous. I get the call from Sterla, and I think as an actor I turned down for a role. I just couldn't believe a Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't know, it just didn't seem me, it didn't add up. And yes, it was, and he kept talking, and I knew it was real because he said, "We have one thing in common." "Who's that?" I said. He said, "Jeff Warren. You worked with Jeff Warren, I worked with Jeff Warren. Congratulations, Jeff County." And I believe him. Anyway, I put the phone down and I said, "Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh, this isn't my first movie. Let's see, I've made all these other movies. Has this ever happened before? Oh my God, it's happened on every movie." And I went back to work, finished the picture, and everything was good. So anyway, in wrapping up, I'm proud to be here. I'm proud of all of you. I'm proud of what's happened in this town. And let's have a lot more shooting, all of us. Thank you.